friends, thanks for joining me for day 16 of Junk Journal January, which is hosted by Meg Journals in collaboration with Get Messy Art. Well, today's prompt is folded. I'm going in order in my journal. Now, not everybody goes in order, and there's no wrong answer. It's your journal. I just happen to like doing that in this journal, in this particular collaboration. The back side of, or I should say the other side of the vintage bank statement is what we'll be working on. I was thinking about this and thinking about how I wanted to use this prompt folded, and I thought what I would do is make a sort of just, fold this, and then we'll just embellish it. So let's move this out of the way so we can work on embellishing this piece. And I was thinking, I was just going to take a look at these and see if I wanted to use some of them so that we don't have a bunch of scraps. Since this is such a small piece that we're going to work with, I decided what we would do is grab some scraps from some of the previous pages that we've made. So I'm going to go ahead and add a layer right here. I'm going to fold this so I know where I want to cut it. I have some corrugated cardboard and it has been primed. So let's cut a piece of this off to go on this small pocket. Looks like if we cut right about here, mark that. I had to use my scissors because my cutter would not go all the way through. I'm going to adhere the corrugated cardboard to the outside of this piece, and then we're going to go back to the second layer, or the second flap, and I want to add a piece of this scrapbook paper to it. I just want to bring some detail to this part of it as well. I'm going to add a piece of this white cotton lacy trim underneath the corrugated cardboard. So I had to peel that up just a little bit, just right there on the edge, enough to get the trim in there. And I'm going to add some more adhesive just to make sure it gets glued properly into place. Now I want to go ahead and start with adding some layers to the corrugated cardboard. So I have a few pieces of this scrapbook paper and I'm going to add that. But I also want to add a pretty vintage photograph from a book. So as you can see, I was sort of trying it on for size, and I realized that I need to add another piece of that scrapbook paper to it. I'm going to adhere it down in the opposite direction, and I do that for interest. And then once that's down, I can go ahead and add the black and white picture. I don't want the black and white picture to look like it's floating around aimlessly, so I'm going to back it with black cardstock, and that will give it the appearance of a frame, and that will really anchor it. I'm going to clean up the ends here, and then I want to add a few finishing touches because as much as I love it, it looks like it needs a little something more. So I have decided I'm going to attach the satin bow to the upper left-hand corner. I'm going to use a clothespin to hold the bow in place while it dries, and since it's going to be secure, I'll be able to work on this next part of this piece. This piece is pretty tall and thin, so I don't have a ton of freedom, but I certainly can dress it up. So I am adding a piece of black cardstock. And then over that, I'm going to add some floral scrapbook paper. I'm absolutely loving how this is turning out, and I think it's one of my favorite prompts and finished pieces so far. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of detail to the bow. It was a little bit too bright for the vintage feeling that we've got going on here. I feel like this piece is finished, so now I'm going to go ahead and adhere it to the vintage bank statement. Thanks for watching. See you soon.